3, 2, 1, 0.
Roger, the clock is operating. We're underway.
You're loud and clear.
Roger, we're programming and roll okay. A little bumpy along about here.
Roger. Stand by for 20 seconds.
Roger. We're smoothing out some now, getting out of the vibration area.
Roger, you're through max Q. Flight path is...
Roger, feels good through max Q and smoothing out real fine. Cabin pressure coming down by 7. Okay, flight very smooth now. Sky looking very dark outside.
All Roger, reading you loud and clear 7. Cape is go. We're standing by for you.
Roger, Cape is go and I am go. Our capsule is in good shape. Fuel 103, 102, oxygen 78,100. Cabin pressure holding steady at 5.8. Amps is 2.6. All systems are go, indicating 6 Gs. Roger, 0 G, and I feel fine. Capsule is turning around. Oh, that view is tremendous.
Roger, turnaround has started.
Roger, capsule turning around, and I could see the booster during turnaround just a couple of 100 yards behind me. It was beautiful.
Roger, 7. You have a go, at least 7 orbits.
Roger, understand go for at least 7 orbits. The Friendship 7 can see clear back a big cloud pattern way back across toward the Cape. We're all set. This is very comfortable at 0 G. I have nothing but very fine feeling. It just feels very normal and very good. Have very little dirt floating around in the capsule, just a little bit, and preparing to take xylos still at present time. This is Friendship 7. The head movements cause no sensations whatsoever. Feel fine. Reach test, I can hit directly to any spot that I want to hit. I have no problem reaching for knobs and have adjusted to 0 G very easily, much easier than I really thought I would. I have excellent vision on the charts, no astigmatism or any malfunctions at all. I feel fine so far, over.
Roger, understand.
This is Friendship 7, have beautiful view of the African coast, both in the scope and out the window. Out the window is by far the best view. Part of the Canaries was hidden by clouds. Roger, how you doing, Gordo? We're doing real fine up here. Everything is going very well, over.
John, you sound good.
Roger, control fuel is 90,100, oxygen is 75,100, amps are 22. All systems are still go, having no problems at all. Control system operating fine, over. The only unusual thing I have noticed is a rather high, what would appear to be a haze layer, up some 7 or 8 degrees above the horizon on the night side. The stars, I can see through it as they go down toward the real horizon, but it's a very visible single band or layer pretty well up above the normal horizon, over.
Shortly, you may observe some lights down there. You want to take a check on them out to your right, over?
Roger, I'm all set to see if I can't get them in sight. Roger, I do have lights in sight on the ground, over.
Do you understand? They're just off to your right, then?
That's affirmative. Just to my right, I can see a big pattern of lights, apparently right on the coast. I can see the outline of a town and a very bright light just to the south of it. On down. Roger, the lights show up very well, and I'll thank everybody for turning them on, will you?
Very well, John.
Very fine. Roger, the clock is up.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Welcome, guys. It is 2:39 p.m. here in Florida, and I'm going to be hanging out with you guys for... I'm probably going to shoot for like 30 minutes to an hour. Maybe let's round it off to 45 minutes. Let's just call it 45. I'm going to be hanging out with you guys for 45 minutes. My daughter went down for a super late nap. She went down about 15 minutes ago, so this is a later stream than normal. Normally, I do these things around like 1 p.m. Eastern time, but here we are. Hope you guys are doing well. Just got done uploading a little, one sec.
To be sure, but I couldn't care less one. But sitting around in my house without power this weekend, I began to think that it might be better executed than we could have guessed. But yay.
Vince Wynn, thank you so much for the first super chat, man. Hope you're doing well down there. Well, actually, I'm going to DM you after this. I thought about you yesterday because I drove by a UPS store, and I was like, son of a bitch. Now that the world is kind of opening up, and I'm feeling more comfortable going to non-grocery places, it's time. Give me one sec, Vince. Give me one sec. But I just uploaded a video, a Darth Nihilus Black Series Gaming Greats video. Yeah, it was kind of fun, like, making that. I didn't realize that I was, like, one of the first people to get it. By no, like, attempt of my own. I just got contacted by GameStop, and they sent me a few figures, and one of them was Gaming Greats Darth Nihilus. So I made a video of it, and it went up today, about 10 minutes ago or so. But if you're into that kind of stuff, check it out. If not, you know, watch something else. Vince Wynn, thank you so much, man. I hope you're doing well. Vince says, an unsurprised to be sure, but I couldn't care... But, wait, and I couldn't care less one. But sitting around in my house without power this weekend, I began to think that it might be better executed than we could have guessed. But yeah, having no power, is that what you mean? Is that what you mean, Vince? Like having no power, it was kind of like a reset button in a way? If that's what you mean. Yeah, I always feel that way whenever we go camping or something like that. Even when we get a cabin with my buddies, despite, you know, obviously still having electricity and whatnot, it is like a mental reset. The longest we've ever gone without power was during Hurricane, which was it? It wasn't man, I can't remember which one it was. It might have been, I don't remember which one it was. I took a bunch of pictures after it, but we didn't have power for about a week. It was after a hurricane. We lived in an old section of downtown. So like, you know, obviously all the power lines and shit are above the trees, and just like, you know, it is prime location to get your power bell rung after a major storm like we often get. Yeah. Hurricanes suck, man. Been living in Florida for 20 plus years. You know, people get way too relaxed with it. I'm sure just like in LA, right? The earthquakes, people get so relaxed with them. And those are way more like unpredictable, I would say. But you know, living among the constant like different, shit that Mother Nature throws at you, you just get so used to it, right? Yeah, sometimes it's nice to just, you know, go without for a bit. A little mental reset. But anyway, I appreciate it, man. And Caleb Kemp, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Hey, HG, haven't been able to DM you like I wanted because I've lost access to most social media. Wanting to move out of my parents' home soon, though my options are limited. Any advice? So, you know, if you're able to, and if you feel secure in that decision, and you feel like, you know, you would be able to make it on your own, go for it. Obviously, if the circumstances are that in which you feel you need to leave, then, you know, take the proper path to kind of go and venture on your own. You know, get your own place, or move in with a buddy, get a roommate, That's what I would suggest, But obviously, like, yeah, definitely. You don't want to like move out and then realize that you don't have the means just yet, So definitely make a game plan. Do your financial, write down your finances, figure out if you can afford rent, if you need 2-3 roommates. That's what I would recommend, man. If you feel like at this point in your life it's time to get your own place and kind of start going down your own path, then do it to it, And obviously, if the circumstances are, like I said, where you desperately need to leave, then maybe you have a buddy that you can move in with for a little bit, But no one can sadly feel rather trapped. That will pass, man. There's no question in my mind that will pass. If you... I bet you could... There's even websites where you can find people wanting roommates. Some of my buddy went to UF. He was a Gator. And a couple of the guys that he ended up being best friends with were just random dudes that he found online that needed roommates, Obviously go about that in a safe fashion. But that's kind of what I've found a lot of people do, if they need roommates and they don't really know a lot of people that are kind of in the same situation. But, yeah, if you feel like you need to, man, there's a way. Absolutely. But, yeah, feel free to DM me. I know social media sucks. I get it. I'm reducing screen time like crazy. I've got 20... Let's see what I got right now. So far today, since I woke up, what is my screen usage time? Let's look at this bad boy. Let's look at this. Digital well-being. 39 minutes. 60-something% of which is on messages. Texting my wife. So 39 minutes. Most of which is texting my wife. I get it, man. I'm trying to reduce that shit, too. But anyway, I appreciate that, Caleb. So the thumbnail for this live stream is actually Tamora Morrison and kind of a little season 2 promo image for Mandalorian. The reason that I was going to start talking about Boba Fett in The Mandalorian was, I don't know if you guys heard about this, and I don't think this is a spoiler. Oop, wrong picture. Give me 1 second, guys. This is not a plug. This was actually an unintentional thing. I clicked on the image button. Shit, if you want to buy the book, go buy the book. But that was not intentional. Where's the image? Are you serious? Oh, wait. Do you guys ever download images and then they'll end up being like HTML documents or images and you're not able to share them and do anything with them? So stupid. Anyway, let me read this real quick. That's what happened in this instance. This is an HTML whatever. So, I don't know why that happens so often. I wish there was a way to like not even see those images. So, I'm glad it wasn't a different image. But, so yeah, apparently Tamora Morrison's talent agency, like his agent's website actually posted that he has a credit in The Mandalorian Season 2. Let me see if I can save it this way. Okay, this one's a JPEG. Let's do it this way. Okay, here we go. Let's do it this way, shall we? We can read it together and look at it together. There it is. Boom. Okay. So, as you can see right here, Tamora Morrison, his talent agency, or his agency that he's a part of, obviously has all of his shit, but also his credits, his most recent credits show Mandalorian Season 2 post-production. And his role down there is actually Mr. Bubba Fatt. I don't know if you can see that on your screen. So it would appear that Tamora Morrison's talent agency made a major boo-boo, right? An oops-a-daisy, as my daughter would say. Yeah. So, yeah, I apologize. Fucking Chris, as soon as I started talking about this, I wish I wouldn't have shown it. That is not in the spirit of HelloGreedo. I apologize. That's the last time I'll talk about it. I just thought it was so weird to see that randomly pop up. Yeah. But I apologize, man. Yeah, we'll talk about it. And Caleb Kemp, Cole Slaw, Vince Wynn, thank you guys so much, man. Caleb says, thankfully I still have access to YouTube and your vids have been a small source of happiness in this trying time. Yeah, I find that whenever... Oh, one sec. Caleb. Ethan, thank you so much for becoming the latest member of the fleet. Ethan, I don't know if you know this, but you get a special role in the HelloGreedo Discord server. I also do supporter Q&As once a month. They're usually on the first Monday of every month, so the next one will probably be October 5th. But I don't think I will be in town. You'll have to keep an eye out on my community post just to see when that's going to be. But I think October 5th is going to be the next supporter Q&A. But Ethan, thank you so much, shipmate. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the fleet, man. If everybody could do me a big favor and say welcome to the fleet, Ethan, I would greatly appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for supporting the channel on a monthly basis. I appreciate the hell out of it. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Once again, cheers. Caleb, yeah, I find that whenever, like, shit is, just, I don't know, there's something bumming me out or something's a little stressful or some anxiety's bubbling up, you know? I always go to goofy shit on YouTube. Lately, man, I've been watching, like, Good Mythical Morning. It is just, what I've been doing is, like, putting them on and then working out for an hour. So it's just, like, a playlist of their goofy shit for an hour, and I'm just working out in the living room with dumbbells, you know. I love it. That's kind of my go-to too, man, is like just random YouTube stuff. And yeah, Good Mythical Morning is great, man. Like, I only heard about them. I obviously heard about them a couple years ago, but I never really watched them that much. And then I actually showed them to my wife the other day. I would say a weeks ago. And like sometimes in the morning when we're getting ready, we'll put them on and just have a video playing. It's always just easy watch, fun guys, you know. But anyway, I appreciate that, Caleb. Yeah, they're great. There we go. And Cole Slaw, thank you so much as well. Cole says, just wrapped up my guide season. It's so weird to not be sleeping under the stars every night and having running water. It's weird having running water again. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's really strange. Well, first of all, you guys have probably heard me talk about this, but I'm very envious of the adventurous life that Cole has. He's constantly on the go, on the move, doing fun stuff. But yeah, it's really interesting, Cole, how human beings can adapt to situations that aren't so comfy cozy, right? And you start missing those, I guess you could call them hardships. You start missing, like, the shitty, whatever, hard surface that you used to sleep on, right? The best example that I have is being deployed for 6 months on a boat. I started missing, when I got home, I really missed the tiny little things that you initially hated at the beginning, right? But it's interesting. Welcome back. Before you know it, you'll be back out there. But yeah, it's really interesting how kind of you get used to certain scenarios, certain situations. You know. Yeah, it's weird, man. It's weird. Those racks are like little homes, man. Yeah, they feel that way after a long time. Or not after a long time. I would say after like a month or two. It feels like laying in a your rack in the Navy is like it's like a little it's like a little coffin. But no, it's like, they're 6 feet. I don't remember. I was super cramped. It's really hard to explain, isn't it, man, to anybody who hasn't laid in a rack. I mean, like, you can't sit up in a rack unless you have the top bunk. I had a middle bunk. I'm 6'2", and it was like kind of a bitch to get in and out of. But after like a week, you're just jumping in and out, and it's super easy. But yeah, miss it, man. The stuff you get used to. But anyway, I appreciate that, Cole. Keep it up, man. And Vince Wind, thank you so much on 2 fronts here. Vince says, by the way, I have a feeling Boba Fett's treatment will be pretty refreshing in Season 2. Unnecessary still, but not embarrassing fan service. No need to go any further into it with my previous super chat. I just have power restored, and I'm possibly feeling overly optimistic. Nice. Yeah, you got AC now. You can charge your phone. But yeah, when we lost power, man, like, one of the suckiest things about it was obviously, living in Florida in that heat, but we couldn't run a coffee pot, and we have a Jeep, and it has like an outlet, and we didn't realize that these car outlets can't power something as minuscule as a coffee pot. So we went out there, and every single time the coffee pot would just shut off. So we couldn't have coffee. Yeah. What a stupid thing to bitch and moan about after a hurricane knocks out your power, right? But yeah. I'm with you. I obviously, as a concept, and I'm a broken record at this point, but as a concept, I don't like the idea of constantly bringing back characters and resurrecting them. So as a concept, the overall idea of Boba Fett coming back literally does nothing for me. In fact, it does the opposite for me. It's like, I don't like it. It's just kind of a bummer to me that that it's going to be in there. That being said, I'm reserving judgment until I see the execution. The execution, I mean, I cannot like the concept of it, but I can also appreciate the execution. The best example is Darth Maul, right? The idea of bringing Darth Maul back in the Clone Wars has always been goofy to me, but I can appreciate the execution and say that was great. So I'm hoping, like you said, Boba Fett's treatment will be refreshing and not just super fan servicey for the sake of it being in there. And who the hell knows? Maybe it'll be... I mean, we've had flashbacks in The Mandalorian. I can't imagine that's what it's going to be. But yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? Who knows? My guess, if I had to like put just kind of the worst like prediction on it, is that Mando's going to have to fight Boba Fett because Boba Fett's going after the child too. I think that's probably what it's going to be. But we shall see. We shall see. What's up, Toot? Good to see you, man. I just don't understand the Boba Fett love overall. Ancillary character that does next to nothing in the other. Yeah, but that's kind of what makes Star Wars so, I don't know, damn weird and fun, is that people leech on and latch on to these kind of characters that I don't know. I get it. I completely get what you're saying, but I also get like why people love these just random characters, you know? But, oh yeah. Anyway, I completely get what you're saying, though, man. And Ethan, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. On top of becoming the latest fleet member, Ethan says, name your favorite things about the Rise of Skywalker. Winky face. Oh, you knew this was going to be a challenge, did you not? So... The thing that I liked the most, and the thing that I thought was handled the best, was Kylo and Rey's relationship. I liked how that that went in the movie. I like the connection. I like the continuation. I thought that was the best continuation in terms of like the overall trilogy. The best continuation from The Last Jedi into this movie. I thought their relationship was the most solid thing, and that has nothing to do with the like Reylo shit or anything like that. I just legitimately think that, and I don't know anything about that side of the fandom. I don't play the label game. Stop it. But I just thought their relationship was handled well. I like their connection, that, you know, that physical force connection through like the droplets of rain in The Last Jedi. It transferred over to the transfer of that lightsaber in physical form. Thought it was great. Thought that was by far the best thing in the movie, and one of the only things I liked in the movie. Yeah, that's really the only thing that I legitimately thought was pretty good, you know. When they were having their fight and they were in two different locations and stuff like that, that was great. Yeah, the dyad thing's an interesting idea. I like it too. But other than that, you know. Oh yeah, and the Han Solo scene was great too. That vision that Kylo had, and I interpreted that as like Leia bringing that vision to Kylo, and that's what. I don't know if I'm reading into that correctly. That's just kind of what I have in my brain. Like Leia brought that vision to Kylo. But I thought that entire scene was fantastic. Yeah, really fantastic. Replaying the last time he saw his father in his brain, but, you know, having different, a different path, different dialogue, different ways of going about that confrontation, you know. But, yeah, that's pretty much it, Ethan. But yeah. Anyway, I appreciate that, man. I need to watch it again. I just don't have that much of a burning desire to watch it again. Like after The Force Awakens, even after Rogue One, after The Last Jedi, even after Solo, I had a big desire to watch them again, you know. New Star Wars movies. But for whatever reason, man, The Rise of Skywalker was just kind of a, you know, big shrug of the shoulders and what's next, you know. But yeah. Gotta get that coffee. Rogue One and Solo watched many times though. Copyright strikes banned it. Yeah, I don't know how many times I watched both of the. I'm trying to think. Like, I saw The Force Awakens like 5 or 6 times in the theater. It was just, you know, that hype building up. It was great. I saw The Last Jedi I think 3 or 4 times in the theater. Rogue One I saw twice in the theater, I think, and Solo I saw once in the theater. But I've seen Solo I would say 3 times now. I've seen Solo 3 times too because I watched it once in 4K. But yeah, Josh. Josh asked, "Did you have a chance to watch Challenger Final Flight on Netflix? Super good, very heartbreaking, even frustrating at times. Extremely frustrating, Josh. The negligence." Head should roll, man. Yeah, I've watched 3.5 episodes. I watched half of the last episode last night and I had to cut it short. But I'm going to finish it up after this stream and when I go down and work out. But, yeah, it's great. It's great. And it's, extremely heartbreaking. I've seen so many documentaries on it. They made a movie not too long ago, maybe 10 years ago about it. Watched all the briefings and stuff like that at the time, going back, you know, in the internet time machine and looking at all the news footage and even the hearings and yeah, it's extremely frustrating, you know. But yeah. Yep, none of it. Exactly, Josh. Exactly. People, yeah. A lack of leadership, people looking out for their own skin, completely chicken shit not to do the right thing, right? Yep. Hit it with a shot. Oh, whoa! You got damage. Line backed up. I guess my toilet flooded my house, but pretty dry now. Sally came out of nowhere. Yikes! Hit it with a shot vac all week. Hopefully no molding. Got to get it clean once things back to normal. Yikes, man. I hope it gets yeah, I hope there's no mold. That's a son of a bitch. I worked at a brewery like 6 years ago or something like that. Just, you know, part-time, whatever. A hurricane came through and like completely fucked up this guy, my coworker's parents' house, and they had like 3 feet of water in there, and man, it was a mess. My family got 3 feet of water, so I shouldn't. Jeez, sorry to hear that, man. That's horrible. That's I hope everybody's all right. Other than that water, I hope that's crazy. Yeah, I saw that too, Josh. We watched that around the same time that it came available for viewing. Yeah, staying with me then at 2 a.m. Toilet flooded. They thought it escaped the water. Jeez. That's crazy. It's like such a helpless feeling too, right? There's nothing you can do about it. It's just like this force, this wall of you think of water as not being destructive, but it's like one of the most destructive things in the correct conditions that you can ever face on the planet. That's crazy, man. Sorry to hear that, Vince. Yeah, I remember watching The Founder. It is one of those, like, just kind of movies that bums you out, you know? Just because it just shows you there's some shitty people out there and people that want to screw other people over to build their empire, you know? But, yeah. What's up, Sapity? Not sure how U.S. liquor stores does, but has any Oktoberfest beers appeared in the shelves over there? We get them as early as September here in Scandinavia. Oh, yeah. The shelves have started to stock up with Oktoberfest beers, along with some pumpkin ales. I don't know if you guys have pumpkin ales over there, but delicious, man. It's like depending on the brand, there's some shitty pumpkin ales out there. Trust me. But when they're good, they're good. It's like drinking a spiced pumpkin pie, man. So good. So good. Yeah, we you know, this is kind of that season for we just start stocking up, you know. But yeah. Boba Bricks, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I greatly appreciate that, man. Have you seen the Social Dilemma terrifying stuff? Yes, we actually watched it last night. And it's interesting because if you've read my social media chapter in the book that I released a year ago, a lot of what they say in there is shit that I was saying. No, I'm not saying my thoughts are original whatsoever. I've listened to experts on this stuff, you know, for a couple of years, and it is terrifying overall. I don't like it. I don't like social media. It's for all the reasons that movie and all the interviewers or interviewees brought up, you know, the design of it, turning you into a space monkey, wanting to hit those buttons, hoping for that dopamine rush. It's very creepy, and the intentionally driving controversy, intentionally driving wedges between groups, intentionally, you know, stirring shit up between people, to force more engagement, to get your blood pressure up, to get you wanting to retaliate. You know, it is so creepy. Beyond that documentary, and I think everybody should watch it. And it's interesting because when you watch it, in my brain, certain people that I know come to mind who just can't put it down. who feel like they need to digitally spar with every single person, who feel like they found some secret thing on Facebook, some secret conspiracy on Facebook. And it's really interesting after watching that and hearing from those people who built those systems, warning the world about the systems that they built. It's terrifying how easily manipulated people could be when the conditions are right. It is incredibly creepy. And I think it's incredibly... That is a documentary that everybody should see. Even if it doesn't impact someone, they should at least know the forces that are... chipping away at them. The forces that are in place that are steering their decisions when they pick up their device, when they log into whatever thing they're going to play around with today. You should at least be aware of what is working against you or working for you, right? And the thing that terrifies me the most, Boba, is that, I have a 2.5-year-old daughter. Where the hell is this technology going to go? People already value themselves based on, their likes and their comments and their notifications. And it's being a young kid nowadays, I can't fathom growing up with that in your hand and in your head, constantly having this outside pressure to, I don't know, especially like my daughter's 2.5. It's fucking terrifying, man. I hope we can instill in her, none of this shit matters. It is the least important thing that you can possibly pay attention to. Yeah, it's creepy. I don't know, man. That's what's terrifying to me. Like, yeah. I hope we do a good job of steering her away from caring about it, Boba Brick says the political views section was really interesting. You can look at someone wondering how they have no idea about all this stuff, when they're thinking the same about you. Oh, absolutely. Living in two completely separate worlds, man. There's a really good podcast called, I think it's called The Rabbit Hole. And it kind of interviews a guy who... Well, the name of the podcast says it goes down a rabbit hole on YouTube and stuff like that. And before you know it, the algorithm is recommending stuff. And before you know it, his worldview has completely shifted based on what has been fed to him. It's creepy. It's creepy. I would recommend listening to that podcast. It's really good. It's a really good podcast. But yeah, man. Yeah, it's I don't know what we do. Things can be so... Yeah, we're living in a world where everything can be engineered and tailored towards extreme specificity. And you sit back... Yeah, it's strange. I don't know. Tear it down. Tear it down! Do you remember the kill your television shit? Probably not. Kill your television from... what was that? Yeah, it was like a big movement, wasn't it? Kill your television, and a song. Yeah, kill your How about kill your phone? I'm gonna start that. Anyway. I appreciate that, Boba. Twitter gets annoying, but for me, it's less personal than Facebook did. Hated Facebook, Vince. Yeah, I remember getting on Facebook for the first time, and it was cool, it was different. It was just kind of friends that I've known for my entire life, and then all of a sudden, like, it became, I was just getting notifications to join these games, and like... I don't know, man. It's so creepy to me. I try to avoid it all. The only reason I have one It's literally just to log into my like best core group of friends. We have a page. We play fantasy football in there. We shoot the shit. We act up, and we're idiots. That's the only reason I have it. It's just, I don't know, man. I see too many people going down these rabbit holes, believing bullshit with that you would, with 15 seconds of Googling, you would find out is fake. It's just so creepy to me. Yeah. What was the first Blu-ray that you've owned? Jedi Prime. The very first Blu-ray that I ever got was Star Wars. Yeah, it was Star Wars on Blu-ray. Yeah, that was the very first Blu-ray that I ever got, Jedi Prime. Because, yeah, before that, I had never seen, like, an HD TV, I don't think. I really don't think I had. So when I found out that the Star Wars saga was coming out on Blu-ray, I bought it, and then I bought an HD TV just to watch that. And I bought a PS3 just to watch it. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it is probably a good call, Vince, for sure. YouTube does feel different, and it's also... I find it way more personal. Dude, I'm talking to everybody right now, right? It's way more personal than 280 characters with your thumbs and anticipating just some kind... Like, if somebody comes in the chat right now being super shitty, I'm just going to be like, hey, man, what's up? But if somebody is just running around being super shitty on Twitter, for whatever reason, like, a knee-jerk reaction is to be super shitty back, right? I don't get it. I don't know if it's because there is even less personable interaction on Twitter than me talking into a microphone. But yeah, YouTube is... I completely agree. It is a different feeling for sure. Take it easy, caretaker. Good to see you, man. What is this song? I like this. Loop Caught. Andrew Langdon. I like it. Nice. No, I have not played Among Us. Actually, I saw a bunch of people getting into it. I don't know what it is, though. I haven't really looked into it. But yeah. Kern Met. Is that what it says? Kern Metz. Thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. What am I talking about? I was looking at my Streamlabs. and I was... sorry. Never mind. Brain fart. Kern. What kind of music do you listen to? I listen to... So it's easier if I give you some bands that I listen to. A band called Pine Grove is great. They have an album called Cardinal. I would recommend that if you want to get an idea of the type of music that I like. Pine Grove, Cardinal. I also like Josh Ritter, Bright Eyes, Connor Oberst, that Limbeck, Ryan Adams, shit like Death Cab for Cutie, even. Yeah, but then I also love Motown, Four Tops, Temptations, Gladys Knight and the Pips. Love Motown, man. Every night for dinner, I always turn Motown radio on Pandora or Spotify. Love it. Best music. But then, Bob Seger, Billy Joel, the Beatles, Beastie Boys, a lot of stuff. But anyway. Classic rock. It depends on what you would define as classic. I don't get into like AC/DC or anything like that, or Guns N' Roses. I don't, and nothing like that is my wheelhouse. But I love Bob Seger. Yeah. I like Huey Lewis and the News. I don't really know their catalog, but yeah. Do 10 push-ups right now. I bet you can't. I could do 10 push-ups, man. But lately, when I listen to stuff, it's a lot of the times it's just really relaxing. There's a YouTube channel called Chilled Cow, and and they play like what's called lo-fi hip-hop. I love that kind of stuff when I'm just working on, you know, stuff or doing stuff around the house. But yeah, anyway. We said 45 minutes was going to be the goal, ladies and gentlemen. We are at 46 minutes almost, right? I actually haven't seen the WandaVision trailer. I did see, right before I hopped on, I checked Twitter, and I did see people posting about it, so maybe I'll watch it after the stream. I will check it out. All right. Cool. All right, guys. It is time to jet. I think my favorite Beatles song is In My Life. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Dude, I think my favorite Beatles song is called In My Life. I think that's my all-time favorite Beatles song. Yeah. Let's see. I was waiting for that. Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. It's good to see you, man. Oscar says, band, you should check out Cigarettes After Sex. Band you should check out. Let's see. So Cigarettes After Sex is an American dream pop band formed in El Paso, Texas in 2008, founded by Greg Gonzalez. I will definitely check this out. Let's see. Current members, former members. Ambient pop, shoegaze, slowcore, indie rock, dream pop. I love all those genres. I'm legitimately excited to listen to this, Oscar. I'm curious what they'll sound like. For a long time, I was into math rock. I don't know if you ever like. I'm gonna give a good what would be a good band. What would I guess I don't know. Foals. Minus the Bear, I guess. I'm looking at Mars Volta. Yeah, I guess so. I'm thinking more like Maps and Atlases. Maps and Atlases, man. You probably heard of them. Maps and Atlases was great. I haven't listened to them in so long, but Maps and Atlases is awesome. I'm gonna listen to them later, but yeah. Anyway, Maps and Atlases. What is the album that I listen to a ton? Let me see. Not that. Perch Patchwork is the one that I listen to constantly. Perch Patchwork. Maps and Atlases. Fantastic. Anyway. All right, guys. I appreciate that. Oscar, I'm going to check this out after the stream for sure. But, all right. It is time for me to jet. I will probably do a stream tomorrow. And it probably will be in the evening, I think. We'll have to see. I'll see. You guys know I don't plan anything. So, this was fun, man. I had fun. I always enjoy these afternoon shooting the shit live streams. So, enjoy the rest of your afternoon, morning, or evening, wherever you are on planet Earth. Thanks to everybody who supported the channel through Super Chats. And thank you, Ethan, for becoming the latest member of the fleet. And to everybody who just hung out in the chat or just listened to my dumb voice and didn't say a word. Thanks. All right, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I will catch you all on the flip side. Let's end it with that one song that I liked that we listened to. This one. Cool. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. See ya. Mr. Shap, thank you so much for coming in with the final super chat and channel support of the stream. And Timeless, both of you guys, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. I hope you didn't leave before I could say thank you, but Mr. Shap says, love you, man. And Timeless says, bye, dude. Have a good day and stay safe. Well, thank you so much for the support this afternoon. I really appreciate the support and the kind words most of all. But enjoy the rest of your day as well, guys. Hope to see you again. Later, my friends. May the force be with you. That will never be cheesy to say. It's kind of cheesy to say, but may the force be with you. See you later, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.